Wasn't gonna make it. That's just what they told me. I ride with that 40. This life it costs, and I can't afford it. Told y'all we ballin'. Don't fuck with them lines. Y'all know they recorded.
Provide them with legal mail. And we know that. But attorneys have standards. Our experience with our attorneys and criminal defense attorneys, overwhelmingly they're ethical, but sometimes they're naive. Or sometimes they're doing a favor, like, you know, it's my son's birthday, and his son has drawn this birthday. When you're there doing your legal thing with him, can you give him this hand-drawn piece of paper from Junior, who gave him a birthday card that he did at school? Well, it's not a birthday card he did at school at all. They dummied it up and sprayed it with chemical. Interestingly enough, they spray it with a variety of things. And some of the things that is most popular, and they really like this better than the K2, is Raid and Roach Motel. Did you hear me? They're spraying this stuff on paper and then either smoking it or eating it in the county jail.
So what you just saw there was that was Grady Judge, Sheriff, whatever, I don't know. He's some type of cop, man, in Florida, in Polk County. He said them motherfuckers was putting Wasp Killer and Roach Motel on the fucking legal man. You see what I'm saying? Like, you got a lawyer wrapped up in the shit and everything, but they just put her on probation because it was like, oh, there's probably no harm, no foul. She probably just thought she was doing something cool. Because the way he explained it sort of makes sense, but it's like, because I know motherfuckers do some slick shit like that. Yo, if they found out that that was a way you could get something else up in there, oh, it'd be a fucking rap. It'd be on like Donkey Kong. Nah, but listen, you know what I'm saying? So I noticed, right? You know, there was a percentage, right? We used to call that shit the barrier. You couldn't get past it. Like it was like almost scientifically like proven that we was never gonna get higher in flower than 34.9% THC. It was 0.7 or 0.9. You see what I'm saying? I think it was 0.9 because it's like literally right below 35. And out of nowhere, Oregon in 2019, I think, or 2018, one of the two, comes up with this plant called Oregon's Future. It's 40-some%. I think it was 40%, or maybe even more than 40%. It was like a crazy amount higher to me, where it's like, yo, we've been trying to do this for how long and we couldn't? So what makes it all of a sudden now we can? Don't tell me it's just because it's 2021, man. Nothing has changed in the world of growing weed. You see what I'm saying? All the top of the line shit we have now for hydro and shit like that, we had 10 years ago. There's nothing that's changed. You feel me? And we've got enough good ass motherfuckers growing this shit. We got a fucking college for this shit. Like my little brother who died, my little brother Lane, man. R.P. Lane, man, he had a fucking full ride scholarship to that college. You know what I'm saying? That he blew because he caught a gun case and all type of other shit. So it's like, I totally get it, man. Like, that shit is a lane, yeah. But it's like, why all of a sudden, man? And like, keep in mind, like, I've gotten some of the weed that came out here, you know, because I'm a medical patient. I got that shit, you see what I'm saying? Like, before, when it was over 34. And I noticed when you hit that 35%, you hit that 38%, that shit tastes different than all the shit that's 34 or below. They're serious. Cigarettes, they taste different. They have a smell now that doesn't go away. You know, this shit, this motherfucking staircase you all see me in, man, this motherfucking basement here, whatever the fuck you want to call it, this shit never had a problem with trapping the odor of smoke, right? It don't smell like smoke. You see what I'm saying? And I could like pinpoint the day it started smelling like this. It was June 23rd, or shortly after June 23rd of this summer. You know what I'm saying? It was like right around it was the day of my son's first birthday party. You see what I'm saying? So like that's how I remember, like, yeah. And it's not a smell like smoke. It just smell like some like mold or chemicals or some shit. Like, it's weird, man. Like, there's no reason it should. I'm like literally gonna clean all my cigarette butts and whatever the fuck else out of here and see if it's still there. You see what I'm saying? So it's very weird to me that, like, cause I've heard about, like, quote unquote wasping for like a long time. I haven't heard about it for a long time, but I know it's been going on for the past like few years, where like I guess what it is like, you know, I didn't even know this shit was a thing, right? I thought that motherfucker Grady Judd was putting batteries in motherfuckers back to be crash dummies. That's what I really thought. And so I like Googled it, and no, I guess like it started in like there's the consensus is it started in West Virginia. Somewhere along the line, motherfuckers realized, yo, if we do this, and heat this, and whatever the fuck with this wasp killer, it will make a meth without any of the shit we need to make meth. You see what I'm saying? So I guess that's how it came about. Because I was like, yo, what is even in that that's going to get you high? Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, I know like shit like pond cleaner. That's where shit like 2CP comes from, 2CB. All them shits. A lot of them shits come from shit like hot tub cleaners, pond cleaners. Like, you could extract them. You just really would have to know how. You see what I'm saying? Like, in some of them cases, that extraction going to be like, you're going to need some special equipment to do that. And you know what I'm saying? Like, some of that shit, you just can't do that. You know, there's some shit where you can just do that. You know what I'm saying? You just have to know how to prepare it, and then you do it. You see what I'm saying? But, like, there's a lot of shit where it's like, you would need some type of special equipment to get it to that point. You see what I'm saying? So it's just very weird to me, like, the way he was saying all that shit, and, like, the type of shit that just be going on in Florida now in general. It's like crazy. Like, I look at that shit, I'm like, yo, it's like someone opened up like a portal or something, some weird ass shit down there. Some weird ass shit, because it's like, I look at some of the motherfuckers who be rapping down there, and I'm like, yo, this motherfucker, I don't mean no disrespect. I'm not gonna say motherfucker's a character, but motherfuckers got some like character attributes to them, like, you know what I'm saying, where you see everybody got gold teeth. It's like, why though? You know what I'm saying? Like, you regular shit wasn't, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not trying to be disrespectful. I'm just saying there's a lot of shit that's unique just to Florida right now, and it's almost like it was put there, or like it was brought there, or whatever the fuck. You see what I'm saying? I know how motherfuckers in Florida get down with all that witchy shit. You see what I'm saying? You know, the Haitians, it's no secret. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know what I'm saying? In general, Florida's just on some shit right now. But, you know, when I seen him do that, I was like, yo, he gotta be doing that shit just to, like, gas some kids up in the group home or something who might just happen to be watching, man. He's doing something, man. Like, but I guess I was wrong, because I was doing some digging on the internet. I guess, like, motherfucker really been doing that. Like, motherfucker been doing that shit IV even. Motherfucker be banging that shit. See what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy. Wasp killer, man. So, like, I'm not, you know what I'm saying? From what I read, it literally gives you a meth-like high with, like, a lot of possible potential side effects. From what I've heard, range from everything from nerve damage to paralysis. Yeah. So, like I said, man, be cautious, be aware, man, because, I mean, I noticed some with, like, the blunts, the cigarettes, the weed that go above what the ceiling or the barrier was for so long. That shit is not, this shit has a smell, it has like a taste that, like, just, like, I had people come up to me and be like, yo, you ever taste recently how, like, the cigarettes, the weed sort of have the same taste to it? And I said, yo, I didn't even talk to you about this. You see that too? You see what I'm saying? Like, I had no idea. Like, I had no idea. I thought it was just me for the longest time. And like now, more people like, no, this shit be behaving different, smelling different, all types of shit different. Like, nah, like, I don't know, man. Take it how you want it, man. Be easy, be safe.